Welcome back to Wisdom of the Agility Leader. With us, we have Dr. Nicholas Horney. Nick, your second question. What makes your model unique during this COVID-19 phase of ours here? And do you provide consulting and training virtually, I assume?
Yes. Well, first of all, in terms of the uniqueness of the model itself, when you think in terms of what are the behaviors that for leaders that are really critical behaviors when you're faced with a pandemic, like this, or in fact any other significant change that is going to be coming even after the pandemic is behind us. The first element that is critically important and unique among other models and frameworks is the aspect of anticipating change. It's no longer good enough for leaders to be able to sit back and wait for change to happen, to appear at the doorstep, and to be able to respond and react to that. There's still a lot of that goes on. And we're not perfect in terms of being able to anticipate everything that's coming at us. But anticipating change is really about understanding the trends, the patterns, doing some scenario planning so that in fact you understand the implications of that change that's coming at you. So when the pandemic, everyone was well aware of the pandemic, and those that really were equipped in terms of anticipating change, they're already working with their team, their suppliers, their partners, going through a number of scenarios in terms of what happens when it impacts our supply chain, what happens when we have to send everybody to be able to work virtually. What does that mean? What does that look like? What does that do for cybersecurity issues, et cetera? We did, and we have been doing work with clients for a number of years virtually. It even begins with some of the virtual work we do in terms of virtual assessment that we do, leadership assessment that we have. That's all done virtually. Assessments are completed online and immediately provide immediate feedback, as well as we virtually through Zoom meetings, provide them feedback about what did their 360 assessment say, what did the personality assessment say, and how does that tie into their leadership agility. So yes, we built all of this ahead of time into a number of different, whether it be virtual seminars or virtual work sessions, and at an individual level, virtual coaching.
So you're telling me if I wanted to assess myself as a leader, whether I was agile or not, I could go straight online and get a simple assessment and get a result?
You could. One of the things that we do have self-assessments where you can go through that process, get an assessment in terms of your own individual leadership agility. However, we find a more powerful instrument is in a 360 assessment,
yes,
where you get points of view from peers and subordinates and others, et cetera. And we would work with you and coach you, providing that feedback along with some other personality assessments to really look at more in depth in terms of what are those critical skills, what are those critical things that you're really strong in, as well as what are those critical few things that can make a real difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, the agility expert, Dr. Nicholas Horney, will see you on our third question.